Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to be talking about another senseless murder against a black person. And once again, we're in the month of May. This senseless killing happened in March. Why are we just hearing about this right now? Have people got comfortable during a pandemic that they thought they was going to kill innocent black people and nobody was going to hear about it? I always believe the words, whatever you do in the dark will always come to light. And that will always stand true in my heart. So we're going to talk about this young lady who died in her home, Breonna Taylor, at the age of 27, who was an essential worker who worked at 2 hospitals, risking her life during a pandemic, got murdered by the Louisville Police Department reckless behavior of having the wrong address to apprehend a criminal suspect, and they arrest Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, for defending his home, who had a license to do so. And they charge him with assault and attempted murder on a police officer. And then it is stated in the lawsuit that the police officers never identified themselves and they was not having body cam. So we're going to start from the top. For a police officer to get a warrant, they must have to go to a judge to show probable cause to get a warrant. So did they provide the judge with the wrong address and was granted the warrant, or they had the right address and went to the wrong house? And why the judge did not check to see if the criminal suspect was already arraigned already? Nobody checked the system. It shows nobody in the criminal system communicates with each other. That's what it looks like to me. Nobody called nobody up and say this person was already apprehended. Nobody checked nothing. And nobody rechecked to see if this is the right address or this is not the right address. And I would like to know what time did they did this raid, because it seemed like the police officers have a habit of going to black homes, raiding their house at night while they sleep. Because this is not the first time I heard about this. This is another incident where they killed a black lady in her house. This is in the story I'm talking about is Mrs. Jefferson, Fort Worth, Texas, where they killed her in her own home. This story is beginning to sound too familiar, and it is so related to that. And whatever happened to those police officers? Was they ever fired, or are they still working at their job? And right now, the police officers are at administrative reassignment. That means they are still getting paid while working. Why they're not on suspended leave with no pay? I don't understand that. And this is what I'm meaning. They keep supporting this behavior. Because I would have left them with suspended with no pay. You put them on administrative reassignment, that means it's condoning their behavior, and they would never learn if they don't be on suspended with no pay. They took Breonna Taylor, again, who never got a chance to be a wife to her boyfriend, never gave her an opportunity to further her career in the health field, to be able to become a doctor. And I actually like MTs. I rock with MTs. I think MTs are so amazing. I love what they do. And I've just been around. I just think they're amazing people. And how do you kill an EMT working in her sleep is like beyond me. And I believe the charges against Kenneth Walker should be dropped, because he was in his own home while this happened, and they did not have body cam. Body cam was created just for this purpose, so we could know what was going on, who was telling the truth, and who was not. And without that body cam, it's she say versus he say. But at this point, Breonna Taylor is not here to tell her story, so it's the family words against their words. But I believe this is what happened, because the story is too familiar to Texas. Then we're going to get into Ahmaud Arbery, a release of the surveillance of him being in the construction house. They put that tape out to show him like he was in a place where he did not belong. But I said that video don't hurt his character, but actually help his character. Cause while he was looking around in the construction site, he didn't take anything. If he's not willing to rob from an empty house that has no valuables in it, why would he rob anything from who have possessions in their house? So this video actually supports his character of a decent black man in America, because if it didn't, he could have took tools, he could have took plywood, he could have took wood and sold it. But I'm just saying, he didn't take anything. And him being on that construction site, he was just probably looking, because that's what some people do. They look to see like what they doing, because maybe they curious. Since he was a man in his 20s, he was probably thinking, hey, maybe I wanted to buy this home when they was done. But they robbed him of that. He can't even be a homeowner. They robbed him of fatherhood. And for the people that's protesting, if I was governor or mayor and you was in my community, this is all I'm going to say. If you bring a gun to a protest, I'm going to give you a $5,000 fine, and I'm confiscating your gun, and you're going to do 6 months in jail. Yes, you will. Because this is unacceptable. And at the end of the day, it shows your character, and it shows how ignorant you are. Black people, we're moving forward. Black people are working out here and providing for their family at the end of the day. And we ain't got time to be messing with y'all who think y'all actually doing something. Y'all ain't making a difference in this world. Y'all ain't changing nothing in this world, but just being ignorant. So you stay your ignorant behind where you at, while we are producing and being productive in this world. Let us be, so we can provide for our own family. And for my message to the politicians who do not put an end to this senseless killing against African Americans with no weapons, their blood is on your hands until you do policy change. So you are also held responsible for their killing until this thing got to change. There's no way this can continue to go on and we hear another story about this. And for the deputy that brought a bunch of people to this black teenage house, the end of the story is you're terminated. Pack up your things and get the hell on. This should not be tolerable, and we're not putting up with it no more. I don't want white and black crime, because that is going to be terrible. But it's only so much a person is going to take. There's only so much a person gonna take. And if the lawmakers don't do nothing about it, everything that happened is a result on your hands. Cause y'all just sitting back, ain't doing nothing about it. Let me tell you, I want people to pray for their family. It's a powerful thing. I don't care what nobody say. If you want protection, I know those who want to get guns, you do what you got to do. But also, prayer does protect people also. It protected me and my family from crazy situations without us revolving to get a gun or anything. God loves everybody. We want to make a difference in this world. Stay blessed. And I hope everybody be alright. And I hope this thing's change. I'm out this joint. I'm out.